tonight.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gunn here with Charles Davis, and for the Dolphins, what a turnaround under first-year head coach Mike McDaniel. I mean, this is a franchise that had not won a playoff game since the year 2000. But wow, I mean, they're AFC champions.
Give them a big amount of credit for getting here. And how about this franchise in total? They have won the Super Bowl twice. But those were Super Bowls 7 and 8 in 1973-74. They are so excited to be back in the big game.
Meanwhile, the Cowboys have had some ups and downs since their last Super Bowl appearance, but they're back for the 9th time, trying to win number 6 and tie the Patriots and Steelers. For the Cowboys, their last Super Bowl title quite a while ago, January of '96.
And those were great teams. Jimmy Johnson was their head coach. Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, all Hall of Famers. They were known as the Triplets. But then you go further back to those great teams in the 70s, led by Hall of Fame coach Tom Landry, Roger Staubach at quarterback, Tony Dorsett at running back. Those were great teams as well. This one, trying to create their own identity.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the Southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And what a moment for him to start the Super Bowl right here. He's had his doubters over and over in his young career, and many of them question if he could truly be an NFL starter, let alone a Super Bowl starter. But here he is on the biggest day of the NFL season, leading a resurgent Dolphins team. How about a little bit of bonus history? He would be only the 3rd lefty to start and win the Super Bowl if he pulls this off, joining Hall of Famers Ken Stabler and Steve Young.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Hunter Long with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Dolphins have struck quickly here in the opening minute of this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught by Lamb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He's going deep for Brown. A leap, and he will make the catch. A big play here for Dallas. 44 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there, and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field, because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe buried at his feet. Make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. They'll run with Davis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Throwing. Prescott got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are on the board here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start here with Gaskin. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 14-7 is the score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now Tua. They complete it to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. They'll run right side with Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. From the gun, it's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Well, I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tua going to throw. Making the catch, the running back, Raheem Mostert. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. Fields it right around the goal line. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Second and goal from the 1. Prescott now. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't, but of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. On play action, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly no settling. Into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Here's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw, Prescott. He finds his target, it's Schultz. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To the air again, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
7 yards there and a 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Sean McKeon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running on first down with Gaskin. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running the counter with Mostert. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Gaskin. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This for a 4th quarter lead. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle to Davis. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On third down, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. To throw, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
And touchdown and congratulations. Relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special team. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards.
And it was all capped off by Dak Prescott, keeping it and taking it in on the touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 5, 90 seconds remaining. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a 1st down. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Tua.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Tua to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Now Tua. It's Hill, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
Here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Tagovailoa.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Now Tagovailoa.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Back to throw is Tua. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it.
Buying time to his left. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.